Y'all. Okay. I just watched the episode of Hot Bench with Pastor Otis Pringles. I think that's his name. And what I can say is I'm appalled. I am not on anyone's side. I don't care about the case particularly. I care about the example. It's already hard for young people to believe in good shepherds, in good direction. It's somebody's there up on a pulpit who can actually give me the directions and the guide that I need to follow in Christ, living in today's society. And the way he spoke to those young ladies, the way he spoke to the judges. And I believe in the golden rule. Like the Bible speaks of when you go, you live in the world but not of the world. You have to set yourself above whilst living within. You can't give the world what they want out of you. You have to be Christ-like in a situation. And I can tell you as a young person, there's no way I could see myself looking up at that pastor as any example from my Christian life. The way he spoke to the young ladies via text messaging, the way he spoke to the judges, like they don't matter to him because he's reached that level of connection with Christ. He's above and beneath. He's above everything and everybody's beneath him. The way he spoke to the women in general, you could see from my perspective, how can I look at you as my good shepherd and you have no respect for who I am as a woman? He called the girls the B word. He called them ignorant. He called them the N word. He called them stupid. It just went off. I'm just saying it's already hard enough for young people to say, I'm a follower of Christ and I'm writing on that. And you have a young person who you're supposed to be there. Fine, she went to do a fashion show. Whatever reason. Your job as a minister is not to condemn and rebuke her. If you feel she's going on a certain path you don't like, then your job is to coach, teach, be an example. Right there is one of the reasons why it's so hard for people to commit and to go to church. That's why people say, I don't go to church. I don't deal with that. Those people are hypocrites. And you can't blame them. Fine. Some people could find the rose between the thorns. Maybe he's done a really great job for American Christian Society. Maybe he's raised a lot of money for whatever causes. But he displayed a behavior that no Christian organization could tell me they condone. He displayed a behavior most women would be very appalled upon. He has no respect for women, young, old. And if that's how he treats women outside, imagine what goes on behind closed doors. As a minister, your job, everybody's human. Everybody falls. But when fine, people slip up. But when you justify your behavior and said, that's who I am, that's what I'm doing, and I'm a man of God, when you put Christ into that, you have just stopped thousands of people from going towards Christ. You have just stopped them. And right there, you're supposed to be a good shepherd, not the opposite around. And for me, leave the robe and live your life. Because all you're doing is showing other people out there, this is what you get when you go to church. So I'm not doing that. And it's sad. Church is not the end of the world. A spiritual walk with God is. But I mean, sometimes you need that fellowship. You need to know that I go to church and there's somebody up there who could actually explain the Bible versus how I can read it. And that example is the worst thing I've ever seen. I don't have any care for the actual case itself. My focus is that you're supposed to be a shepherd. You should act like one.